breadcrumbing. The illusion of almost, opening, reflective tone. Have you ever felt like someone is just within reach, but never truly there? They text you, they flirt, they make you feel seen for a moment, and then silence. Days pass, maybe weeks, and just when you start to move on, they come back. Hey, I was thinking about you. And just like that, the cycle begins again. That feeling, that confusion, that pull, that almost connection has a name. It's called breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is when someone gives you small pieces of attention, just enough to keep you interested, but never enough to build something real. It's not love. It's not genuine interest. It's a pattern. And the hardest part, it often feels like something meaningful is there. Section 1, what breadcrumbing looks like. Let's make it real. Breadcrumbing doesn't always look toxic on the surface. In fact, it can feel exciting at first. You might get a random, hey stranger, a late night, I miss you, a sudden burst of attention after days of silence. They might compliment you, flirt with you, even hint at a future. We should travel together someday. I've never met someone like you. But when it comes to action, when it comes to showing up consistently, they disappear. Plans stay vague. Conversations stay shallow. And commitment? Avoided completely. Why people breadcrumb? Now here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Breadcrumbing is rarely about confusion. It's about convenience. Some people breadcrumb because they enjoy attention. They don't want to be alone. They want options, not responsibility. You become a backup plan, a source of validation, a connection they can pick up and drop whenever it suits them. And because they never fully let go, you never fully move on. Section 3, the emotional impact. This is where it gets deeper. Breadcrumbing doesn't just waste your time. It slowly affects how you see yourself. You start overthinking everything. Why did they text me today? Did I say something wrong? Maybe they're just busy. You hold on to small moments, a message, a compliment, a call, because they're rare. And that scarcity makes them feel more valuable than they actually are. You start to feel stuck in something that isn't quite a relationship, but isn't nothing either. That in-between space, that's where breadcrumbing lives. Section 4, the illusion of potential. One of the biggest traps of breadcrumbing is potential. You're not attached to what the relationship is. You're attached to what it could be. You think, if they were consistent, this would be perfect. If they just tried a little more. If I'm patient, maybe it will grow into something real. But here's the hard truth. If someone wanted to build something real with you, you wouldn't have to imagine it. You would experience it. Consistency is not something you beg for. It's something you receive. Section 5, signs you're being breadcrumbed. Let's ground this in clarity. You're likely being breadcrumbed if their communication is inconsistent. They reach out randomly, then disappear. They avoid making real plans. They keep things vague and undefined. You feel confused more than secure. And most importantly, you feel like an option. Not a priority. Not a choice. Just an option. Section 6, why it's hard to walk away. If breadcrumbing feels so bad, why do people stay? Because it's not all bad. There are moments, small ones, that feel good. And those moments create hope. Hope that things will change. Hope that they'll become consistent. Hope that what you feel isn't one-sided. But hope in this case becomes a trap, because you're investing in a version of someone that doesn't consistently exist. So what do? First, stop focusing on what they say. Start focusing on what they do. Consistency tells the truth, not words. Second, set a boundary. You don't have to be aggressive, just clear. I'm looking for something consistent. If that's not where you're at, I understand. And then watch what happens. People who are serious, step up. People who aren't, fade away. And that's information. Third, be willing to walk away. Not because you don't care, but because you respect yourself enough to not settle for fragments. Closing, calm, grounded tone. Breadcrumbing survives on one thing, your willingness to stay in uncertainty. But you deserve more than occasional attention, more than mixed signals, more than almost. You deserve clarity, consistency, presence. Real connection doesn't feel like guessing, it feels like knowing. And the moment you stop accepting breadcrumbs is the moment you make space for something real. So the question isn't, why are they acting like this? The real question is, why am I accepting less than I deserve?